Not letting them think he's going to get us. Let's go with you. Good to see you. Quick week, isn't it? Doesn't feel like it was a week ago that I seen you guys last. It's been a busy one, eh? Listen, before we get started, I'm not going to be talking today about any of the comments made by the media mogul Mark Patrick Rare, the tycoon that owns Red Bull Govan. I'm frankly appalled and disgusted by the comments that he's made. I don't think they're really reflective of the spirit of this competition. The Sorare Data World League is all about the community. It's all about people coming together and having good fun with a friendly exhibition competition that we can all take part in and enjoy. And comments that man has made is just absolutely sullied the water. And I just don't really, I'm not going to engage, I'm not going to answer any questions to do with the comments he's made about me or the club and the way that we operate in terms of the transfer market and how we recruit players. It's all smoke and mirrors. He's just using his media powers to try and run different narratives in the papers and on the podcasts and all that kind of stuff. But at this club, we're just not going to bite. We're just not taking to it. So no questions today about Red Bull Govan or Mark Patrick Rare. The only statement that the club's going to make is we are excited to be entering this illustrious competition. We'll be taking it completely seriously and we will be applying the full might of the club at every fixture, at every turn, in the effort to bring the trophy back to BarcaLomond. So now that we've got that out of the way, is there any questions from any of you guys? You've seen the team sheets, of course. Yeah, so Rio Hatate is probably the biggest story. Like Hatate, really didn't do much to convince me last week. Like he didn't get 90 minutes. He's maybe listed as injured, which does really kind of spook me out. The big Hatate card that we're going to be playing at the club throughout the season is the defender card. And just this week, I think Greg Taylor did a fantastic job last week. He should get 90 minutes again. And for the competitions that we're running in, defender cards that play 90 minutes, like Taylor, like Trippier, are more valuable than the cheat code type midfielder playing as a defender card that is probably going to get 60 minutes at best. So Hatate really needs to knock a big score out and make me regret not playing him so that he can then get himself back into the best teams and really help the team out. We've really backed him, we've really supported him, and this is a season we expect big things. Last week it wasn't exactly the worst. He did have a really credible score in the end, but when you actually watch the game, he could have done so much better. And the standards at this club are just far and above what he produced last week.
Hey Quinny, Bas hier van de Nederlandse pers. Hey Quinny, ben jij niet bang dat Ajax Fortuna helemaal kapot gaat maken?
So, yeah, I did an interview with John Nellis back in March, and I've not been scared of Ajax since then. Since I've been building the Celtic cohort, their decline has been long foreshadowed and forecasted, especially by yours truly. So even though they're away at Fortuna, it should be a very good victory. It should be a game that Ajax do walk into considerable favourites. But as I listen to the other Sorare managers that are playing the Ajax cards, we're talking about Kenny Taylors and Anthony's and these types of guys. It doesn't really strike the same fear into the region, if you like, of Challenger Europe as they did last year. So maybe we're underestimating them a little bit, but Celtic away to Ross County, I think, are better equipped to get a better result than probably Ajax are away to Fortuna. So, and with that in mind, the club has repositioned this game week. We're not playing in All-Star Super Rare as normal, as is the club tradition, but we're actually playing in Challenger Super Rare because we feel that the fixture just goes in our favour and the prize pools that are available there is just much more appealing, basically. So, am I worried about Ajax? No.
Hey, Quinny, ¿no tienes miedo que los aficionados se molestan cuando hace usted una decisión afuera de lo normal de la filosofía de BarcaLomond FC?
So I don't see it as a massive change in philosophy for the long term. It's just more of a kind of the immediate term situation. The club has been very active in the transfer window over the summer, bringing in the biggest and best cards we possibly could attract to the club. And the reason for that is to win the biggest and best prizes we possibly can. And in the club's professional opinion, that is better served for us in Challenger Super Rare this week rather than All-Star. As we get new season cards in for the rest of the European leagues, I'm sure that will revert back to type and we'll be going back for All-Star again as ever. But particularly for this game week, if we can finish with a top 5 entry, which I think we're capable of doing, then the reward for finishing top 5 in Challenger Super Rare appeals to the club much more than top 5 to top 10, because All-Star is a bit more competitive, and you can get some wildcard guys from different regions that play a big part in who wins that division. Top 5 in Challenger appeals much more to us than top 10 in All-Star, basically.
Quinny, Andy Black, Sorare Andrews. Quick question for you. Gio Reyna, he's been explained by many Americans, including myself, as the Aaron Judge of soccer. Can you talk a little bit about how you're going to prioritize him in your lineups this week? Thanks.
Now, I don't know what that means. I don't know who that is. I don't know anything about. But Gio, we brought to the club with really high expectations. We do expect him to be one of the best midfielders in world football if he reaches his potential and doesn't get injured as often as he has done this far. I do think he's going to feature at the weekend. I'm not too sure if he is going to start, but I've played him in this under-23 team because basically he is the enabler. Without that rare midfielder being in there, Gio Reyna, then the team doesn't start. The team runs with 4 cards and it's just not going to go anywhere. So we've captained him because all of our hopes for the under-23 rare or the FC BarcaLomond Academy rests on his shoulders, rests on him playing some significant part in the match against Leverkusen at the weekend. And Thiago, Kamala, those other guys are doing okay. Maybe one of them can surprise us. But I think we really need Gio to show up this season. And maybe it'll be first game of the season. Maybe he'll be one of the breakout guys on match day 1. And we've got high hopes for him. And now that I've said all that, let's hope he follows through with it now. Magic. Is that all? Anything else? Magic. Well, wish us luck this game week. I wish all you guys the best of luck this game week. And I'll see you next week. Take care.